Mango Park versus Tatiana Harris. Good morning, Ms. Harris. So talk to me. Why would somebody with no prior record walk into a grocery store and steal bread and milk?
My kids were hungry, ma'am.
I had a job to do, but I also saw a mother doing hers the only way she knew how on that day.
Sergeant, did she resist arrest?
No, not at all, Your Honor.
Okay. The law, unfortunately, is very clear, and theft is a crime. Court is in session. Good morning. This is case number 25077 in Mango Park versus Tatiana Harris. Good morning, Ms. Harris. You are pleading guilty to petty theft, 3 counts each under $50. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I ask, why is your counsel not present this morning?
Great question. I was appointed a public defender, but he did not appear today.
Noted. Ms. Harris, do you understand the consequences of your guilty plea? In other words, do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I am looking at your record, non-existent record. This is your first offense, am I right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So talk to me. Why would somebody with no prior record walk into a grocery store and steal bread and milk?
My kids were hungry, ma'am. I worked 2 jobs. My hours were cut. The rent went up, groceries doubled, and so I went around to every food bank in the city, but they were all empty, so I panicked. I wasn't trying to get away with something.
I see.
I was just trying to make sure my babies ate. I've never stolen anything before.
I believe you. Sergeant Garrett, you handled this arrest.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything that you'd like to tell me or add to the record here?
Yes, Your Honor. When I arrived, she had food in her hands. She had bread, cereal, diapers. She tried giving it back, but I had a job to do. But I also saw a mother doing hers the only way she knew how on that day.
Sergeant, did she resist arrest?
No, not at all, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there anything else, Sergeant?
No, Your Honor. If the court would let me,
Sure.
I went to check on her after that. And she is telling the truth. She's working, she's taking care of kids the right way. Her being under arrest isn't gonna make feeding them any better.
Sergeant, are you asking me for leniency?
Guess I'm asking you for a little compassion, Your Honor.
I understand. All right, before I make my ruling, Ms. Harris, is there anything else that you would like to add here for the record?
Yes, I would like to apologize to you, the courts, Sergeant, but most of all, my family. I stand here apologetic. I was in a tight spot and I made a bad decision, but I'm not running away from my mistake. I promise I'm gonna do better.
How old are your children, Ms. Harris?
My son is 4 years old and my daughter's 19 months.
And who is watching them or taking care of them while you're in court with me here today?
My sister.
Good. I've sat on the bench a long time, and I've seen people steal for every reason, for the thrill of it, for the fun of it, for greed, for habit. But a young lady who is stealing bread and milk so her children can eat is not, in my opinion, somebody who is malicious or causing malice. This is a person who is caught between the law and survival. Ms. Harris, the law, unfortunately, is very clear, and theft is a crime. But I also believe that justice is not justice if there is not mercy. So here is my ruling. I am sentencing you to time served. 90 days probation and some community service. And I think the best way to do that is at a food bank in your local area so that you can help others, perhaps, who are facing the same issue that you did.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, Sergeant Garrett. Court is adjourned.
Sergeant Garrett, I didn't expect you to speak up for me.
Maybe not, but doing the right things isn't always in the handbook.
You didn't have to do that.
You know what? I've been wearing this badge for a long time, and I've met a lot of people who try to bend the world in half just to make their points. But every once in a while, you run into somebody that reminds you what this badge is supposed to be about.
I meant what I said today. I'm gonna make good on that community service.
I know you are. I'm gonna check with your probation officer.
I'm on the straight and narrow now. No deviations off this path.
You're doing fine, Miss Harris. And if those kids of yours ever ask what type of woman you was, you just tell them you're the type that stood tall when the world tried to knock you down. I was raised by a single mom. I know how hard it could get at times.
Thanks for seeing me beyond my mistake. I appreciate that.
And you stay out of trouble, all right?
Well, of course.
Can I get a hug?
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Yes.
You said you wanted to see me, Your Honor?
I did. Please come in and have a seat right here. Sergeant Garrett, I wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you for speaking up for that girl. I'm not sure there's a lot of officers that would have done so.
Well, Your Honor, it just didn't sit well with me. I don't think she was out to hurt anybody. She was just out to get her kids some food.
Right. Well, I mean, the law is very clear on theft, but what I think the law misses a lot of times is context, right?
I agree, Your Honor. And sometimes enforcing the law means showing some mercy.
Well, I wish more officers understood that or remembered that because, I think they forget that the badge is not about punishment, it's about protection.
If I must say, Your Honor, you gave that girl her dignity back today. And most people in her situation wouldn't have gotten that opportunity.
And you, in blue, gave her the confidence to believe that people in uniform see the person, not just the paperwork. So I think we both did our part today. What do you say?
I think so too, Your Honor.
That's good. Thank you, Sergeant.
You did a hell of a job.
You did too.
And you have a wonderful day.
You as well. Dismissed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Mercy on the record. That's how it should be.
You need help with those boxes?
Sergeant Garrett, what are you doing here?
I came to check on you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks in part to you. Man, a few weeks ago, I thought my life was over. But you and Judge Maxey gave me a second chance. And now I wake up every day knowing that I'm part of something bigger, you know?
Making this world a better place than you found it. That's what it's about.
You really believe that, don't you?
I wouldn't be wearing this badge if I didn't.
Thanks for seeing me when I didn't see myself.
Just do the same for the next person that walked through those doors. That's how we keep this thing going. Keep up the good work, Miss Harris. The community is better with you in it.
And the streets are safer with you patrolling it. Thanks for checking in, Sergeant.
I'll help you take these boxes where you're going.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'll follow you right behind you.